Hi, so this is Bill again. So now we're on the third module this is where you get to fork a repository and import your application to your PDI or personal developer instance. So there's a few steps that you need to do here. And I see a lot of students who is basically stumbling on how to basically fork a repository from GitHub to your PDI. So the first step, of course, is you need to have a GitHub account, right? So basically, I already have a GitHub account. And in your case, if you don't have, so you need to go to github.com and create an account. So this is the first step. And the second step is to create a repository. But before we do that, it's like this link here will bring you to the Need IT repository. So let's do that. And automatically it will take you to this branch. So eventually it is named dev training-need IT-Utah since this is Utah version. So once you're here, you will need to fork the repository. So this is the top right button here. So what fork means is you're bringing a copy of these codes to your newly created GitHub account. So as you can see on the right, I'm already logged in. As you create on the same browser the GitHub account, then automatically as you click the link here on this URL, right? And basically it will route you to the repository once you click this number 3 URL. So as I did that, right? So you will see it has created another tab, but it is a duplicate, and I will just need to cancel the previous one, and now we could fork to have our own copy of this repository. And as we do that, you will just need to click this URL, and automatically it has been fork ready to your repository. So you will see at the top left. So this is fork from this URL and now taken to your repository. So you will see that on my URL, so I have my username and the title of the repository, which is copied to your GitHub account. So to further check is we could navigate to the hamburger button and navigate to repositories. So you will see here, this is dev training-need.it-Utah. So you should already see that as part of your or under in your repository bucket. And now let's go back to the exercise guide and let us scroll down. And you will see the steps here is to basically connect it now to your personal developer instance. So to guide you to do that is like you will need to have a PDI open. So let me open another tab to give you a better picture. And as we navigate, right, so we need to go to the PDI so that you can find that under the main page. So it will be this button here. So as I click Service Now and click Start Building, and it should bring you to your account. So as you come here, you need to navigate to Studio. And as you type in Studio, you need to go to under System Applications, click Studio, and import from source control. And before we do that is like there's a prerequisites that needs to be done, some security prerequisites to ensure that the credential is available for you to access the GitHub account. Since GitHub is a third party, then you have to ensure that your PDI has access to GitHub and vice versa. So now to do that is like the first step is go to connection and alias and go to credentials, and in the top right, let's create new. And as we navigate, you will see here that there is quite a few ways of authenticating. So depending on the type, so security is also another architecture. So since this is something I've done before, I'm pretty much sure this is basic auth credentials. And as I do that is like you will see the username and the password. This is something that will come from GitHub, right? So, but first is like, let's say this is Git account. So I'll just type as Git account. Now the credentials, we need to create it inside GitHub. So to be able to do that is like, I'm going to go to the top right button, go to settings. And after going to settings, you need to like scroll down and go to developer settings. And as we navigate, we need to create a token and generate new token. And as we do that is like we need to add a token name. So let's say this is flow designer, and from there is like you can see you could put on expiration or validity of this token that you'll be creating. And after that is like you need to ensure that you have the correct account permissions. So eventually I do not see something that we need to add, but in repository access, we are providing read-only to public repositories. So let us use this one and generate token. And as we generate the token, right, so you will need to copy this and paste it to the password. So one of the common mistakes um, that I've noticed is like the username is not the token name. So the username is basically your username, which is this one here on the top right. So let me copy that. And as I copy, I just need to paste here. And this is the correct way of creating basic authentication credentials for your Git account. So let us now save it. And as we save it, now we need to go back to the PDI, and you will see here the credentials, right? So let's say now the Git account has appeared and the URL has to be correct, right? So to be able to do that, we need to go back to the GitHub and grab the URL, right? And go to the repositories. And if you remember, this is the name of our repository. And we need to like go to the right, upper right, and copy the HTTPS. So this endpoint that we are copying is providing us access to this libraries that you see here of folders. And now integration now will be available by ensuring we have the correct credentials and pointing to the correct URL. So lastly, this branch, right? So let's keep it as it is for now and see if it's going to work. Sometimes it works, sometimes I have to rename it, right? So let's test it at this point of time. And I use default at this stage. So now it has failed. So let us basically go back to Git and you can see it's master. So let's also do master here just to reflect what we have at the Git account. And let's do again import and it has failed again. So let us ensure that we are doing it correctly. And let's type in only as an instance and do an import. So our token basically failed. So we need to provide write access since previously we have only given read access. So let us go back and go to settings. And as we go to settings, right, go to developer settings, right? And now we could create a new token and let's generate new classic token. So let's say this is flow designer, just git access as a note. And you will see here that let us provide repo access. And I think this should be enough. And as we do that, like let's scroll down and generate token. And as we generate that, we need to copy this token here and go back to the Git account that we created or credentials and let us right click and save it. And as we do that right now, we should have access now to the Git. So let's do a refresh, right, to ensure that our instance has also been refreshed. And let us cancel this one. So import from source control. So let's copy the URL from the branch, right? And as we click and copy the code, right? And paste it to the URL, the Git URL. And as we do that, right? And let's ensure that we are pointing to the correct Git account. And let us try, I'm just having trouble scrolling. So let me make the view smaller. So let's do an import and see if it works. So now we have a branch problem. So let us type in master as we did earlier. So let's do import. Now I think it's running successfully and it will now import the application details, the libraries. As you can see here, it's loading. Now we have a successful import from the ServiceNow GitHub repository to your personal developer instance. Okay, so let us select the application. So the name of this application is, let's go back to ensure, is dev training. So let's have type dev. So I don't think that's the one. And let's make sure that we're copying the correct application. I think it's need IT. So that is correct. It's need IT. So it's this one here. So let us drill down. And now we have a successful integration from GitHub to our personal developer instance. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.